So you don't know why you should avoid triangles. Not a problem. So as you know, we just finished a video series showing you everything you need to know to fix triangle topology. And I think every single video I got comments asking, what's wrong with triangles? Are they really that bad? Everything turns into triangles in the game engine anyway, so why waste your time getting rid of them? And there are a few reasons. Most people responding in the comments will probably tell you that it's better for clean shadows, or it's better for weight painting and rigging and deformation. And while those are true generally, the counter arguments are also true, in that you can fix weird shadows really easily if you just bake the shadows from high poly to low poly. And with weight painting and rigging, you can still get really nice looking deformations even if you have triangles. In fact, a lot of people do it all the time. So what's actually really wrong with them? Well, in my personal opinion, the main reason that I prefer to keep my topology in quads is because triangles really fuck up the UV mapping process, and they slow down the texturing process in two major ways. Number one, if you keep your topology in quads, then when you UV map, if you have an add-on like Univ or Quadrify or Square UV, you can press one button and it'll automatically organize your map like this. Literally less than 1 second and everything maps out nice and neat. Now here's what happens if you have that same exact shape but with triangles. See that? Our automatic UV button doesn't work anymore because most Quadrify algorithms only work when everything is a quad. So instead of taking 1 second to UV map your mesh, you are instead wasting minutes manually fixing it every single time, which is probably more than 500 to 1000% more time than you could have been using if you had just had everything in quads. Now, if you're one of those people who's like, a few extra seconds of manual UV compared to 1 second, what's the big deal? Well, the deal is the problem gets exponentially worse the more complex and the more objects you have. So in the real world, when you're dealing with something like an entire character where you have probably thousands of little parts and all of those parts have triangles, that pretty much means that if you want to organize your UV map correctly, you are manually fixing every single little part by hand. And this could easily eat hours, days, or even weeks of your time. But if you have thousands of little parts and they are all quads, you just go in here, press the Quadrify button, bam, you're done. We just saved 4 days of extra work right there. Even with Blender's basic UV unwrapping tools, you get a pretty good map and it's beautifully laid out for texturing. Now, in addition to really slow UV mapping, there is one other problem that triangles give you. See, when you have quads and you press the Quadrify button, everything basically becomes a square. And a square is a really efficient shape when you want to stack a bunch of different UV maps together. And you can put them all really close to fit a lot of things in a small space, which allows you to maximize the texture resolution that you get from your map. Now, if you don't have quad topology, then your UV maps are going to look like arbitrary shapes and islands. And if you try and stack them all together, in between each island, you will find mountains of wasted space. And you have to understand that all of this empty space is texture resolution that you have lost. This is the kind of stuff that makes your 2K or your 4K map look like a 1K map. But on the flip side, if you have all quads and everything is organized super tight, you could easily make a 1K map look like a 2K or a 4K map, which directly leads to better performance because you have drastically reduced the size and number of the materials and textures that your game has to render. So long story short, the real reason why you want quads is it makes the UV mapping process super fast and it drastically improves the texture resolution that you can squeeze out of your mesh. This video was sponsored by monthly members on YouTube and Patreon. Not a big company, just people who support the show every month that want to make sure that you get this information for free. You can find their names in the pinned comment, and if you'd like to see your name there too, then consider hitting the join button. But regardless, thanks for watching, and as always, hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you around.